I was at a coffee shop, and I struck up a conversation with the guy behind the register about the what was it specifically about? Had to do with the Constitution. There was something going on about some sort of change to the Constitution. It might have been about getting away from the Electoral College, and I could tell that the guy behind the register was anti-white. So I just wanted to trap him for the benefit of the people that also work there and the people behind me in line for a little bit of entertainment. I've done that more than a handful of times. And he said, I said, well, you want to believe, or you believe that the Constitution should be a living document, right? This is one of their mean pathogens, ladies and gentlemen. And we should, if I don't already have that in the second edition, I should make sure that it is. He said, well, it's a living document. And I said, well, what do you mean by a living document? He said, well, it should be able to be changed. I said, well, do you know it's able to be changed? But the process has been made difficult so that it's not easily changed by the whim of the year, by the whim of the decade. And he said, no, it should be living, breathing, living. And how odd is it for an anti-white to be talking about how the document should be, this piece of paper should be living and breathing. But the thing that is living and breathing in the womb of a woman can be murdered. That's okay. But and then the body parts sold to companies to experiment on and whatever around the world. That living and breathing thing, no, that can be killed, even though it looks like a person, even though it is a person. That can be murdered and cut up into pieces and then sold. But a document suddenly needs to be living and breathing. Well, guess what? They don't have a universal position. Big surprise. Big surprise. They don't have a universal position when it comes to documents. They don't want them all living and breathing. No, I said, oh, okay, you want it to be out living and breathing that can be changed easily. I said, in the Constitution, it makes black people, we white people, made the decision to make black people citizens of our country that we created. And so we put that into the Constitution. Black people did not do that. They had no power to do that. We did that for them. We said, we are going to take you in as citizens of this country. And so I said, that's said in the Constitution, is it not? And he said, yeah, of course. It's a fantastic thing that's in the Constitution. I said, okay. Well, if it's living and breathing, then at some point in the future, Americans could take that out. And he said, no, absolutely not. So I busted out laughing, because suddenly this living and breathing document becomes rigid and calcified as soon as they have their anti-white total domination. Then it can never be changed. But before it can never be changed, it is totally fluid, man. You got to be able to just play with it and do whatever you want. So it's got to be totally fluid. So the argument is always what? The argument is always aimed at inflicting harm on us. Your document for your country, the governance of your country, has to be malleable so that we anti-whites can inflict more harm on you. But as soon as we have everything we want, then no way in hell is that document going to be permitted to be malleable and adaptable by you.